5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Episode 22. I'm just here to be dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. Bravery. The few and far between of willing and able men and women who stand firm in the bravery of vulnerability. The art of wrestling with your trauma and the celebration of those around you who willfully rejoice in your sorrow. They find pleasure and entertainment in your pain. Though many mean well, many feel you. Many understand and many have been there. They know your plight exactly, and they champion the bravery you display as you become the hero lifted up because you said what no one else was brave enough to say. You called out any and everybody that wronged you. Narrated the story for all to hear. All the world is a stage, and the main character is the brave, vulnerable, depressed, hurt, and distressed. You. There is a whole industry built off of vulnerability, the dependence of men expressing their weakness, expressing everything that is holding them back. There's an app for that. There's a book for that. An influencer, a conference, a place for your sorrow. I'm not knocking the depth of an impact of mental health, nor am I minimizing anyone's life story. Yet, as a dad, it's the life story we are creating that must outweigh the lived, breathed, bled, sweat, cried, suffered. Even for some, we must focus on writing this story. The story where you're just here to be dad. And that's a life about everything or nothing at all. What if dad built everything on the comeback? On how he rose from those difficulties, the dad who empowered his vulnerabilities, making room for growth and strength rather than staying in the pocket and never quite reaching for what you could have become. A dad who learned from those life circumstances and trauma, and he changed the narrative, educated his seeds so that he keeps the narrative for generations to come. He changed the story. He refused to tell the story people were looking for, and he stopped promoting the pain because he found power in the progress, controlling the narrative. Far from denial, rather it's authorship. As an aside, if you're a believer, God has given us dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over the livestock and over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. So you damn sure have dominion over your mind, and we can dive into that on another show. But back to my point. There's something powerful in controlling the narrative. In controlling the narrative. The ownership and authorship. You're not pretending that the hard, painful stuff didn't happen. You're deciding what it means and what comes next. That's the difference between a scar that just marks an injury and one that marks something you came through. You're no longer a victim to the hard stuff. Everything that happened, and it's not happening. You are deciding what it means and what comes next. That's the difference between a scar that just marks an injury and one that marks something you came through, an irritated scab constantly picked at, and a timely healed wound. Think of a scab. I mean, picking the scab disrupts the wound healing process at many different levels. A scab is dried blood, a protective crust over a wound. Underneath it, your body is quietly doing the real work. New skin cells are migrating across the wound bed. New blood vessels are forming, and collagen is being laid down to rebuild the skin structure. I'm not saying don't do the work, but do the work, complete the work, then get to work. Don't rebuild a new structure only to pick at it like a scab because a new A new term compelled you to redefine and revisit an already healed wound. Don't pick the scab. Living in this mindset is dangerous. It's so dangerous that every time the wound rebleeds, the body has to redo the early stages of healing. Clotting, inflammation, before it can resume the rebuilding stage. Repeated cycles mean repeated delays. People and baseless ideas can be like that of that delay, that bacteria that infects that wound because we keep picking the scab over and over again and delaying the very healing you need. As I said, living in this mindset is dangerous. So dangerous it increases the scarring risk. See, chronic picking damages the deeper layers repeatedly, which can lead to more visible or thicker scarring. Far more than if the wound had healed undisturbed. Don't let people, peers, or even sometimes family cause you to disturb an already healed wound, a victory you already claimed and a mountain you already conquered. Don't let an idea kick you off the mountain you conquered. Your children need the hero that conquered, not the victim that refuses to overcome. You are the dad who looks at them as little lambs that you must take care of, that you must keep safe from the wolves of life, from the wolves that are going to attack their mind. See, we have no time to dwell in our sorrow. Yes, pain is real. Yes, trauma is real. Yes, life could have handed a whole lot of people better cards. But as you stand today, if you got children in front of you, if you have a wife in front of you, and even if you don't have a wife in front of you, if you got nobody in front of you as a single dad, whatever your life situation may be, the fact that you got children means you got another chance. A beautiful blessing that you can't muddy, you can't dirty, you can't darken their life because you've never opened your eyes to see your life beyond the pain, beyond what hurts you, beyond any narrative that you created in your mind. As a dad, it is pivotal that we realize we can't constantly champion the idea and reality of being a victim, remaining stagnant and complacent in the name of vulnerability, passing up every opportunity to empower ourselves and rise from our pain, live in that power, live in that responsibility, live in that calling to be dad. We are not here to be depressed. We are not here to be defeated. We are not here to live in the past while we stand in the present. I'm just here to be. You're just here to be, always. Dad. We already lived as sons. We already lived as friends. We already lived as getting bullied if you were bullied growing up. We already lived as the little boy helpless if that was you. We already lived as that little boy abused if that was you. We already lived as that little boy abandoned if that was you. Whatever your darkest time in life may have been, we have lived and overcome, and now we got kids. We cannot allow them to ever experience anything close to the darkness that we have seen. We do not forget these memories. We do not live in these memories. And we damn sure do not let these memories grow to be giants in our life. That of a giant human being pushing us around and telling us where to go, what to think, how to approach this life, how to approach and look at this life, this blessing in front of us. Nah, we have overcome. We will teach our children to constantly overcome and never be a victim. because that is the call. There is no bravery. There is no bravery in living in the past. There is no bravery in constantly looking at self and saying, I need help, when we have given our blood, our seed to other human beings. We have real life human beings to raise. There's no time to spend in yesterday. I'm far from a therapist, and as I said, I would never negate one's pain. Trust me, I know pain. But I don't want my kids to know that pain. I don't want my wife to live in that pain, and I damn sure don't want to live in that pain myself. The narrative, the story will be different every damn day, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our significant other. We stand in today and never forget that we have overcome yesterday, and we promise ourselves every day to make tomorrow a better day. That's where bravery lives. That's where courage thrives. That's the legacy that our children will stand on. I'm just here to be. You're just here to be. Dad. I'm just here to be Dad. Thanks again for tuning in to I'm Just Here to Be Dad, the show about everything or nothing at all. I'm your host, Anthony Yan, far from an expert, but just a dad talking to dads and aspiring dads alike. My story, your story, that dad's story over a mic. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be dad. Click, comment, subscribe, share. Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. And for all things dad, visit